All right, welcome everybody to this week's episode of TribeCast.
What it is.
It's your boy. It's Jesse.
It's Jordan.
I fucking dare you to commit to that every episode.
I will. Fucking Halo opening.
That was Fable, wasn't it?
I don't know. Either
I
one.
think the first one was Fable.
They're one and the same.
All right, let's jump right into this shit. So our first topic is going to be Cowboy
Don't we
Bebop.
always jump into this shit though right away?
No.
I don't know.
I think John says that every podcast. All right, let's jump right into it. Everyone stop talking. Shit.
Didn't I tell you he does that shit?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you he does that shit?
Well, you always do that
Fucking
shit.
caught red-handed.
Just say, in today's news.
This isn't news.
I mean, we could do some news.
That's fine. We got a winter storm warning.
Going to get 4 to 6 inches.
Although it's pretty fucking nice out. I thought it would rain if anything, but it's gonna.
You
It's
know,
gonna.
we should do the.
It's gonna be a little.
I got it on my side.
We're sponsored now.
By who?
Just open the blinds a little bit. I know you guys can't see, but we can.
God damn, now I can actually see outside.
We're
And it's
sponsored
nice
by
out.
Blinds.
But we're expecting a winter storm warning later this evening.
It's so fucking nice to see all these construction vehicles out here. Never seen so many Fords in my life.
You know what bugs me is I
carrying
talked
trailers.
about it in the last podcast. That fucking lamp they put right outside of our window, especially if we were to come in here at night, that shines right through this window. Like it gives a glare.
We gotta get blackout curtains. I want to get those blackout curtains to where they have it, like the fuck am I thinking of? Where they got like cities and landscapes and stuff cut out into the curtains. So when you close them and the light shines through, it'll light up the town or whatever.
Like on a late night
Like
talk
a
show?
silhouette.
Kind of, yeah, more like a silhouette.
Oh.
It's just like it's blacked out curtains, but they got like pinholes in them, and they pinhole a whole fucking. What? Why is that funny? It's fucking pinholes.
You know, Jordan and I were talking about we were talking about this the other day. We were playing Call of Duty. I was like, we should fucking do a segment where and call it Jesse's explanations or like Jesse explains things.
I'm trying to visualize this. Trying to visualize this for the people who have to listen.
Like a curtain with pinholes, and light comes through and it lights up the whole city.
And I want them.
Yeah, I think AJ suggested something like a space background.
We're not in space though. We on Earth. Unless we have like a green screen.
We're downtown.
So anyways,
Come find us.
bringing us back around, we're doing a reboot of sorts. We're trying to revitalize. We've kind of been slacking a little bit. So we've been re-listening to some of our stuff, and we thought we would bring it up to date. We would talk about it and kind of see what's going on with it now, almost a full year later.
Yeah, dude, we've got like 3 weeks until our 1 year anniversary on the channel.
Fuck me, dude.
I think it's the 17th, but I'm not sure. Actually,
Yeah.
it would have been now.
It
wouldn't
sounds about right. I think about now.
No, we had it all April.
No, because we didn't move into this office here until like beginning of April, and then it took
Yeah.
us a couple weeks.
It was about middle of April.
It took us some testing weeks.
You know, I haven't thought about it until now, but we should come up with some ideas for the 1 year anniversary, like what we should do. Should we do like a live?
We could,
We could do that.
yeah. We could maybe do like a little live segment, throw it up on Insta. I think it'd be cool.
I'm down for that.
Cool.
I gotta update the Insta as well.
Oh, yeah. For those listening that have been around since day one, we have recently redesigned the channel. If you want to go take a look at that, we got a buddy who's been hooking it up for us. Solid shit. Shout out to Elijah. That's our new boy posing for a picture. And he did some good shit, so go check it out. Go comment. Go like. Tell your friends.
Tell your mother.
And tell your mother.
Say hello to your mother for me.
Tell her I've been asking about that.
Huh?
Tell your mom I've been asking about that.
All low and creepy made you fucking like, huh?
Yeah. Excuse me, sir.
What did you say?
I hate kids.
All right, so you guys ready for this first topic.
Yeah, what is it?
Cowboy Bebop. That's right.
wow.
We're bringing it back.
Holy shit.
We're going to talk about all the shit we meant to talk about in the first episode, but never got around to doing.
Let's pronounce the names right this time.
I actually put in like footnotes of like pronunciations. No shit, I've got Pineda and Shakir, like for their last names. So it's not
My
Daniel,
God.
it's Daniela.
Did you like spell it out phonetically or?
Pretty close.
Damn.
Yeah. I wanted to do this right, and I didn't want to insult anybody. So first order of business. Unlikely that it's going to be released this year.
Yeah, I know we had talked about this before, and when we did, we went kind of in depth with the casting and how we weren't so sure about it. But
Oh, I hated the idea. Well, I was always for John Cho.
yeah, I tried to make my argument for John Cho. I think he's gonna be a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
They did have to delay it because he did have, was it a leg injury?
Yeah, he
Ankle?
got a foot injury of some sort, leg injury of some sort.
Yeah.
7 months.
Oh shit.
So that's still occurring now. It was like last November that it happened.
Damn. Must have been doing a stunt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he's in his 40s now, so
he's
40s?
41,
no.
42,
he's like
something that.
47.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
No.
Even I was like, what the fuck?
I'm looking up John Cho right now.
You might as well look up Kumar as well and see how old he is.
Until we get the facts pulled. So Cowboy Bebop, the cast. Here we go. John Cho is going to be Spike Spiegel. Alex Hassel is going to play Vicious. Daniela Pineda, Faye Valentine, and Mustafa Shakir is going to play our boy Jet Black.
Mm.
And
Who's playing that dog, though?
oh, that's another. That was a huge controversy because it was rumored that
What?
it wouldn't. Was I right?
48.
Yeah,
If this
see-
is right.
Shit.
It's Google. It's right.
Well, no, I just pulled it up, and he was born in 1972.
That's right.
So
Right.
yeah, it'd be, yeah,
Yeah.
48.
Fucking. What do you think about that, boys? You didn't know he was that old, huh?
Nah, he looks clean.
Yeah. Well, that like 50 around there is like the new 30, so he looks fine. Actually, him now. Oh, you know what? Let me jump back to this. It was rumored that Ian was going to be a husky in the live adaptation
Oh, lame.
instead of a Welsh corgi.
Ein.
Oh, Ein. But one of the producers, Christopher Yost of Thor Ragnarok, he worked on Thor Ragnarok. He's working on this now, and he's like, for the last so many months, I've only ever known Ein to be a Welsh corgi, and that's what he's gonna be.
Well, they had like a video where they had a camera
Uh-huh.
on Ein as he walked in. And, like they set him up on like the table next to the cast and everything, and they were like doing their readings.
Oh, cool.
So it was kind of neat.
What was that? That one character, damn it, with the goggles, the kid.
Ed, they haven't cast.
Yeah, they haven't had him. Haven't had that character filled yet. And people are getting worried that not even gonna make an appearance in season 1 because I guess this summer, if not now, they're already filming in New Zealand. So they're nearing the end of their first shoot, and as of right now, there aren't any like rumors of a season 2, but season 1's gonna be 10 episodes.
Well, I mean, with all these shows that have been coming out the past few years, like as soon as season 1 hits, it's like, yep, we're green lit for season 2. So we're gonna get season 2.
That's not like with the amount of money they're putting into the seasons. It's usually like maybe 2-3 months after that they've been greenlit, unless they already know like no, it's either season 2 or nothing.
Well, that's what even happened with Stranger Things. Like nobody knew what the fuck that show was, and it was sitting in Netflix for a couple weeks before it actually picked up any traffic. But as soon as enough people were watching it, I'd say within the first month they were like, yeah, we got greenlit for like season 2 and 3.
Shit, I think it was like a year later after you watched season 1 that I was like, fine, I guess I'll watch it. Fell in love with it. I prefer season 2.
I like all of them. I like all the seasons of that show.
Season 3?
Even season 3. There's
some things where it's like,
you know, you can't go into it thinking like it has to follow the same formula over and over. Like they have to, especially as they're adding more and more cast, like they have to separate it. Like they have to segment it. And I think 3 did a really good job of telling each little group story.
yeah, I just felt like, I don't know, it was such a short season, I think. Like it was about the same amount of episodes. It just felt shorter. Like it felt scrunched. I guess season 4, there's rumors that David Arbor is going to come back, or that he is back, and they're going to explain how.
Oh, they showed him in the trailer for it.
Yeah.
The like teaser. He's in like some fucking Siberian work camp or something like that. He's all bald and shit.
Maybe it's going to be like an alternate version that was born after he particled away. Spoilers.
Did not know that. But I mean,
He hasn't. Yeah, you didn't know that he hasn't watched the 3rd season.
Why
Yet?
haven't you watched all the seasons?
There's too many shows to watch.
He hasn't even watched the 2nd season.
You haven't watched the 2nd season? Okay,
No.
you must have known that something happened to Hopper, though, right?
I assumed that he died.
All
Yeah.
right, well, apparently he's not dead. Ah.
But you just said he particled away. What the fuck?
Doesn't mean he's dead.
Is it like Avengers and shit?
Yeah, he's straight up like Thanos. But you have to watch how it happens, and when, and why, and who, and what.
Bet you is that little bitch.
What little bitch?
12.
11?
11.
Have you even seen season 1?
That little nosebleed
You
bitch.
fucking poser.
She particled my boy away.
Get your fake ass out of here.
Fucking 13. It's her fucking fault.
I hate all the numbers.
Well,
Oh shit, there's more numbers.
there are more numbers. You can hate them all, though. That was kind of a weird little bit. Anyway, let's round back. See, this is what we do, bro. We fucking... John Cho grew his hair out. So it's all long and fluffy now. And he was
Is it green?
Not yet.
He's a fake.
Well, not yet. He probably just has to like wash it out. Kind of like when Johnny Depp got his haircut. And people were like, why'd you get that fucking haircut? And it was to play Grindelwald. Yeah. Yeah. So in an interview, he even goes on to say that he really likes the anime. And he picks out like his favorite moments. But then he's also like, I just want to bring some of that shit over to the Netflix version. And just keep it weird. So you just want to keep it weird. Keep it strange. I like that. Kind of bringing like a different, like he wants to keep it as true to the fans as he can.
Well, I mean, and that's one of the things that they don't do with a lot of like their adaptations is they try and pick like one thing of it and go from there.
The Witcher.
But especially with like anime, you have so many weird episodes that make no sense.
Yeah, like one of the moments now that I'm remembering he picked out was his favorites, which is weird, was when Spike and Jet were searching for some that VHS or cassette or something for like 8 minutes. He's like, that's a long time for an anime, for them to just be running around looking for.
Well, usually they're like 20 minutes long.
Yeah,
It's about half the episode.
So half the episode is just them digging around.
fucking going through air ducts and sewers. I think it'll be all right.
like they're fillers, but they're not.
Yeah. See, I like when we heard that Henry Cavill was cast as Geralt, and we all just completely shit on him. And
I mean, we can move in towards The Witcher now.
he kind of fucked me up because he did really well.
Because yeah,
We still got to prove.
as we sat here a year ago saying, hey, this Witcher casting is ridiculous, and now that it's out and we've all seen it, it's a pretty solid lineup. There isn't really anyone that I was like overly mad about.
Triss.
Yeah, but she's not in there a whole lot.
Nah, and I haven't finished that either. I think I have like 2 episodes left.
Did you finish?
I finished it.
All right, we'll just
I
exclude
absolutely
him.
Finished it.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'll probably, while I'm in quarantine here,
I like the ending.
can finish it.
It finished in a really good way. It started in just a solid way. It finished in a solid way.
That's all we'll say about the ending, because you have to like go in it with your own.
It was kind of like shot strangely to me because when it first started, it was shot like very dark, kind of like Game of Thrones. It kind of seemed like that.
Oh,
that style,
like a tint on the camera, that sort of thing.
Yeah, like the look, the cinematography, and all that shit. And then it was like some episodes were shot like it was on like that network, that Sci-Fi channel. Kind of looked like that type of budget for some of them, like the one where they're on this quest to find that golden dragon. That was kind of shot.
You're talking about Geralt now? Or
no,
Witcher?
the show itself, the show,
Witcher?
the episodes, yeah, of The Witcher.
Yeah,
That episode was a little weird.
Because it was like,
I wish the dragon looked cooler.
yeah, that kind of like
it's like, bro,
they put all their money into that fucking spider in episode 1, that lake spider.
Wow, and that
had they
that,
continued that though?
that episode where he's got like staying in the night.
Oh, with the daughter?
Yeah,
Yeah, and she's like all crawling up the walls and shit. Yeah, it was a little like, is that an actual monster you guys found, or is that some bitch in a suit, bro?
they kind of went back and forth because like half of it was CGI and then half of it was
I
just
guess for
somebody
like
in a suit.
for close-ups, it was a bitch in a suit, and then
Like, find somebody that can legit crawl on walls and shit and jump around.
I mean, it's not that hard just to string someone up on a wire, crawl around and shit. They do that all the time.
Your eye catches those little moments.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like some episodes that were shot, they were like very cinematic, like movie-esque, and then some were like cable TV shot.
The one thing I think we can all agree on, though, is the fucking fights.
Yeah,
The
fights are
stunt
cool.
choreography was immaculate. It was fucking beautiful.
They were cool, but I gotta be the nitpicker.
All right, let's hear it.
It just seemed like you knew it was fucking choreographed. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't seem very authentic to me. It looked cool. It looked cool as shit, and it was like entertaining to watch. But at the same time, I was like, you motherfuckers practiced this for like 3 months. I could tell.
That's about how much. But it's like, how else would you shoot that, though?
well, I don't know. Like when I watched, I didn't get that out of there. I got more out of like just how clean and fast he moved. Like you got everybody else, like the way that they moved compared to him was so slow and sluggish.
I suppose maybe that's it. Maybe that's why it seemed so like.
And then
Quote,
that's
unquote, fake.
to me, like that's the way it should be. Like he's how old in the show? Because he's already close to, I want to say like 100 by the
Surprisingly,
time,
he's like 100 around there.
and he's been doing that monster slaying and stuff since forever for like.
Since he was a kid, like 10 or 12, he got. His parents died and he got picked up by Vesemir.
Vesemir.
Yo, Vesemir though?
Yo,
If they cast Mark Hamill for Vesemir,
They didn't.
do they have?
Yeah, they have the casting up for him for
What-
season 2.
what B actor are they gonna fucking pick for that?
Tom Cruise.
No, I forget who it was, but it was actually a pretty legit choice. I was like, okay, I can.
Mark Hamill, though. Whoever did that fucking picture.
The Photoshop of
That-
That's not a Photoshop.
What happened? Is that a legit photo?
Yeah,
No way.
he was in a different show, and that's why they wanted him.
Oh.
He was in that Nightfall,
Right.
and then he comes in as one of like these old Templar knights.
So that was not a legit still of Mark Hamill, and somebody just made it look like Witcher.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
They just changed his eyes.
Okay.
Still though, I would have if I were running that show. If I were running The Witcher, I'd be like, "Yo, fuck it. I don't care. I don't care if I get sued over this." Mark Hamill's being Vesemir because he looked dope.
He looked. I mean, Mark Hamill's pretty fucking old, but he looked like well aged for that character.
He looked old.
and like gruff and mean looking, but like it was perfect. Whoever did that was perfect.
And then you got fucking Henry Cavill's lonk ass Geralt. I'd still
You say lunk ass?
no lonk.
Lonk ass?
Like he's a Schwarzenegger Geralt.
I think he pulled it off pretty good. I think he was like a little big, but I think they did a good job like making him look the way he should. I was actually pretty happy with how everything turned out.
Needed a better wig, but I mean, again, I'm nitpicking. And his fucking eyes. They're supposed to be cat eyes.
Oh, if I can take one thing away from that show, that's my biggest complaint is the eyes. He didn't have the cat eyes, the mutation eyes. They were just regular pupils that would sometimes dilate when he got scared.
So gross.
I hope season 2 we see him get his trademark scars and beard.
I hope season 2 like shows time passed. Yeah, and he's like, it's a few years down the road. They're still doing monster contracts and shit. Although I don't know how season 1 ended, so.
Oh, he dies. He particles away.
Oh, okay.
Going back to like the time lapse thing,
But they did put a video out for season 2, and he's working in Siberia. He's right next to David Harbour.
That's like they're doing a fucking Riverdale. How those shows all
Riverdale,
intertwine. Sabrina.
Yeah, that's a badass show. Anyway, I liked that. It took me like till episode 2. I'm gonna admit, maybe 3 to be like, oh, they're jumping back and forth.
That was confusing as fuck.
That is the only thing that I'll say about that show is they didn't explain that. I wish when they like went back and forth, they would have been like, this is where she is this time. And then went through. Like they just expected you to like just watch and then in the end get it when they all meet up.
Yeah, because I was like, here I thought that it was all happening simultaneously while Siri, gets told you gotta find Geralt. And then Geralt's off doing his own shit, and then he befriends Dandelion. That's his name. If you guys don't know that, he'll be named that soon enough. I thought that shit was happening at the same time, and then Yennefer is Yennefer got thrown in there, and that kind of fucked up the timeline for me too. Because I was like, how the fuck? And then I didn't know how old she was when she met up with Geralt. I didn't know that she left.
Oh yeah, it was like years later.
Yeah, where she's practically like the fucking same age.
It was like 30 years or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like 30 years.
Because she left right away to go help that one country, and then she was there for like ever. And then she left.
Her story was sad as fuck, dude. Like, she did some really good acting for her first few scenes.
She killed it.
I felt so bad for her.
I was like, oh, you po thing.
Because she's just all,
Well, girl felt bad for her too, and so got it in.
There. How do you feel now? No more sex parties. I'm your one and only sex party. Gotta go. Bye.
Roach.
And that shit happened a little too fast too with Yennefer and Geralt. That was like their second encounter when she stole his djinn, which is it's like a spirit, kind of like a genie. If you guys don't know that in that world.
No, yeah, no.
I know you know, bitch.
It's in this world too.
A djinn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if anything, then I'll just remind people and
give
give
what
an
you do.
example as to what else it could be in a different region, commonly known as a genie. All right.
All right.
Okay, it's not for you. It's for the audience to know.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. But it was like their second encounter.
But that's
And
why.
then Geralt's like makes the wish of we'll just be together forever. Like, you don't know her, bro. She was playing sexy for the first time you guys met.
Bruh, don't try to play it down like you wouldn't. That wouldn't be your wish either.
If she was crazy, been there, done that.
Inside joke.
Fucking, I want to be with Yennefer forever. Like just telling the djinn all.
Yeah, the djinn. That's gay. You barely know her, my dude. The djinn's just trying to be helpful.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't know her, bro. I'm trying to kill her right now. She hard as fuck to
Think
kill.
about this.
She a bitch to kill, bro.
What is her middle name?
If she a bitch to kill, she gonna be a bitch to live with, girl. That's all I'm gonna tell you right now, man. So make your wish, please. Release me. Send me up to the sky, my dude, because I'm done with this bitch. In this raggedy ass house, this fuck house. It smelled like sweat ass when she brought me in here, bro.
Send me up to the sky, man.
You know that fucking swamp you found me in, girl? Yeah. That shit smell way better than this fuck house. Fucking sweat ass.
Y'all stink.
Glitter ass.
Told me
She had him in here for a week, girl. A week of sweating ass, girl. Swass. And swalls.
Me, I'm always bathing. I'm in the water, literally.
Smell that shit right now, girl. It's in the air, girl.
Did you stick your nose right up to the mic?
Yeah.
man.
Jay's okay. Fuck, forget about it, you asshole. Please, girl. I wouldn't come to you if I didn't know you could help me. If you can help this bitch, help me too.
Yeah. Send me up to this guy.
Make a wish, girl.
Make the right one.
Wish that you want to be with her forever. Do something stupid like that. Just go crazy, man.
That would be my wish.
So, as far as adaptations goes, I mean, they're doing a lot better.
They're getting better because they're actually fucking listening to the people. We know what we're talking about. You have all these people higher up, executive producers and shit. They're like, I don't care. Let's just make this fucking show. Just making another medieval style kind of. Who gives a fuck? And you piss everybody off, man.
Because there's a few right now. I would say The Witcher's among them. That does pretty good. They just came out with that Lock and Key. Did you watch that?
I'm about 8 episodes deep into that.
You're almost done.
Yeah, we got like another episode or two.
It's good.
I like it. I got a buddy at work. Shout out to CJ. He wanted me to watch it, so we could talk about it.
They got approved. They just got approved for season 2.
Yeah.
See what I fucking mean? All these shows, first season passes through, boom.
Yeah, but it came out like December. No, February, like early February.
Been a
Yeah, like
long December.
but the thing with all of those shows, though, like Cowboy Bebop, I'm cool if they do it right, which it sounds like they are. 1 season's all you need, man.
I mean, especially if John chose 48. That blows my mind right now.
So I was like, that Mustafa. How old is
I don't
he?
want to see a geriatric Spike up there trying to do stuff.
Vicious, no.
Yo, we
Jet,
fucking
my hip.
I can't karate no more.
the dog just gets pulled on a leash wherever, like just drags the dog.
Like one of those handheld, like
Kind of like those,
extended leashes.
yeah, like those
If it-
backpack leashes that they put on kids a few years ago. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
If they do it good, though, I mean, maybe they could like reboot it or something in a couple of years.
I'm kind of interested to see what it is.
Maybe- It'd be cool if they did it like if they weren't writing for season to season, you know what I mean? Like if they knew the starting point and the end point and kind of do like Penny Dreadful where it was just like, what was it, 3 seasons that show last?
Actually, it'd be cooler if they did like kind of how you have what's that, American Horror Story,
Oh,
where it's a new story each season, and sometimes the same actors are in there and stuff. But if they did that with like Cowboy Bebop, and so season 2 they do another string of stories, they have the same characters but maybe just new actors playing them.
that'd be cool. Or even like the anime things that they did with Batman.
Like a James Bond.
All that, yeah.
Like you just replace Bond every now and then.
Speaking of, what do you guys think of Tom Hardy?
No.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
No.
as James Bond.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Nah.
No.
I don't know. I don't even know who the fuck would be a good James Bond.
Daniel Craig until he dies.
This is his last one. He's like actually confirmed it now. This is his last one.
He said outright like, no, he's done. He didn't even really want to do this one, but I guess the story was good where he's like, fine, one more.
Inspector sucked.
But the director for this one, I'm super excited about.
Isn't Rami Malek casted as the villain?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Sam Mendes directing
No.
it anymore.
No,
Good.
it's the is it Corey Fukunaga.
Oh, word from True Detective.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Badass. Yeah, it should be good then. It's
That
got to be.
What is the release date of that? Because I know it got pushed back.
Got pushed all the way to like November.
Okay, that's the date I saw. I wasn't sure if that was the original or.
He's also the one who did that Maniac on Netflix.
Have you seen that?
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Nope.
Oh, it is good.
Hey man, I'm laid off for the next 2 weeks, maybe longer. I'll watch
You
all
gotta
this shit.
Binge all of these.
Oh
Maniac.
man, Maniac
was-
is
That's Jonah Hill.
I'm almost done with Hunters. You guys watch that?
no.
I'm about.
You watch that?
I'm a fuck you. Like,
Can I pet that dog?
yeah.
Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
I'm about 2 or 3 episodes deep into Hunters.
It's fucking good.
I've
I'm
been meaning to start it. It's on my list.
10 episodes. I'm on episode 9.
I'll finish it tonight.
It is fucking amazing. It's sad as shit, but it's really good. You guys gotta watch that.
Okay.
It sounds really good on my new soundbar.
Hang on, I'm gonna take a
bet.
drink. I don't know how loud this is gonna be because these mics are actually really good. So
Yeah, they're really. You just like lean back.
let's just do some silence real quick.
You look good on a frequency.
I just thought if we did silence and I'm like just gulping it, they
Oh, we
could
can just
edit
edit
it.
it out.
Yeah, edit it out.
Well, I finished my sody, and all I did was I just poured some on my hand and patted it on my forehead and osmosis that shit. Sucked it in, SpongeBob.
That's fucking weird. Can you imagine if that was the way we drank? Just anywhere on your body,
Or
too.
if we had
You know, I remember this fucking show when I was a kid. I don't know if it even really happened. I don't know anything about. I remember we were flipping through channels. We saw it. It looked weird, and we left it for a bit. And it was like normal people, but then there was like these other people, and where their belly button was another mouth.
yeah.
And so like it showed like the one scene where like this one couple's like making out, like normal, but then like their belly buttons are also making out.
It's very strange. Somebody was fucking high when they made that show. Like
Somebody find that and let us know, please.
on what's that one drug that Joe Rogan always promotes? That DMT and acid and all that shit together, and they made that show.
You know, I haven't heard him say that in like a long time.
I think because he gets so much shit from it in the comment.
That could be.
Like, he had this one. This guy was kind of a dick, but it was funny. He had this one scientist, pretty sure it was a lady, on the show, and he's like, "You ever tried dilethamella, whatever?" And he said the full name, and then the commenter goes, "Joe with normal people, you ever tried DMT?" Joe trying to act smart in front of other smart people. You ever try it? And then like he legit spelled out DMT. And
He
then
does gotta do that shit though.
Yeah,
He likes you can tell he loves to be with smart, like actual fucking certified smart people that are like have multiple PhDs in
Yeah.
whatever field of study they're in.
Yeah, but at the same time, he does a decent job holding up. Like he stays with them. And even when he doesn't know shit, like he'll be like, "Yeah, but for normal people, how would you put that?"
yeah.
He does keep it like I think that's also why he likes to because he learns so much, and then the next you can tell he just likes to learn new shit. And then-
I think that's the whole reason he even does it in the first place. I mean, yeah, he has his friends on every now and then. Some of like the Tom Segura or whoever,
yeah, or Bert
Kreischer.
Kreischer, yeah.
So I watched. They both have brand new specials on Netflix. I watched both of them.
Pretty good or no?
I don't think any of those motherfuckers are funny.
Tom Segura's is pretty decent. It's I enjoyed it. Bert's
He's the one who takes his shirt off, right? It's
Yeah.
Bert, yeah. He's
Yeah, he milks that fucking Russian mafia story though.
No.
machine.
no his whole new one
Doesn't even mention it, huh?
barely even. I think he mentioned it like once in the beginning, or no, there was like one thing where he mentioned it, and then that was it. Instead, he tells all new stories, but there was so many like dead areas.
Yeah.
Like it'd be like one good laugh, chuckle, good laugh, nothing. It was hit or miss. I don't know. It's hard when like my favorite is Dave Chappelle, and I measure that.
We almost saw Dave Chappelle.
That's right, we did.
But your kid had a breakdown.
We almost met Prince
We almost met Prince. We drove by his house every day.
almost every day for 9 months.
I don't think he would have answered because he was super
Nah.
strung out on opiates.
So no, this was way before.
Before opiates?
Yeah, well, maybe not, but it was before he died. We were down there, and he had like an open flyer to show up to his house.
Get this shit.
So we got it. We got this thing. We got this invite, and it was like, "Come on out to Paisley Park. It's a pajama party." And we're like, "That sounds dope, but I don't want to be out in a park with a bunch of people in their pajamas." That's legit what we said, and we left it as that. And then when he died, and they started saying like, "Oh yeah, he died in his house called Paisley Park," we didn't understand. Like
Oh.
that's his house. Like that's the name of his house. It's not an actual fucking park because we're idiots.
It
Stupid.
was this
ass.
big ass white house.
It's huge. It's because it had like his studio and everything in there too.
Fuck yeah, he's a smart man. He's like, why would I go anywhere? Everything's going to my house. We drove by it, and the fuck is that place? That's Prince's house. My expletive.
I would have showed up with pajamas on and shit.
I didn't have pajamas. I don't own pajamas. I would have just gone on my boxers and my six pack.
Well,
But,
it's
like-
weird. It's Prince. I don't think he'd probably look at you and be like,
But yeah, we
Okay.
drove by it like how many times? I mean, at night too. Like we'd go driving around,
It's all
cruising,
lit up.
and it's all purple. Everything's lit up.
Hmm.
It was dope. And because we're dumb, we missed our chance.
I'm sure you would have been a
Shit.
sweetheart about it too. Like, Prince, I don't have no pajamas. It's okay. I'll find some in my closet just for you.
I have some blouses for you.
Word. Okay.
I got some blouses for you and that I got from the Chappelle show.
I got Chappelle in my closet too. Shit.
But yeah, like Bert Kreischer, I don't really think he's funny. He's good to have around to make laugh, it seems. You know what I mean? Like he's the hype man kinda. And then Tom Segura. I think he's a little bit more funnier, but
I'd rather hang out with Tom Segura.
he's more like chill, laid back.
Bert's kind of
Like Tom Segura seems like he gets it because I watched a few of his podcasts with his wife and stuff, and they just seem like just chill as fuck. Like they'll joke and talk about anything. But then
Is that
I
his
guess-
wife?
Yeah,
And,
that blonde one.
yeah.
Yeah,
they've
that's
been
his-
married for a while.
Oddly enough, because she's like out of his league.
Mm,
For Tom Segura,
I can see it. Like I've seen couples like that before.
You
where
know,
it's
with
like,
his beard
yeah,
though, like he's not bad looking.
Yeah, he's got to keep that up.
Yeah.
And he did
Yeah,
lose a
definitely.
shit ton of weight on Joe Rogan. Like they were doing.
they did
their
that month or something. Yeah,
challenge.
cool.
I think Kreischer lost a lot of weight.
Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do like a month challenge.
I'm down with this whole quarantine nonsense. I wanted to.
That's at least 2 weeks we got.
We were thinking about doing like home workouts.
Well, it's today. Today's the 1st.
Let's do it then.
Well,
Starting
let's do
today.
it. Starting today.
All y'all you can start with us.
April
probably.
Fools ain't doing that shit.
Perfect. I forgot it was April Fool's shit.
Oh,
Quit
sorry, that was
bumping
my
the fucking table.
my fucking pecker hit the table. Sorry.
God.
But yeah, Dave Chappelle, he had me fucking laughing because I watched the video that he came out with yesterday. It was just a clip from one of his specials. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
Where he was just making a joke about Amish people.
We had a whole fucking podcast about Amish people, and I think we cut it. We never uploaded it.
We never uploaded it, so
You guys thought I was insensitive to their religion. And
I mean, I was pretty fucking hilarious.
I was
with
just
that.
exploiting.
That is debatable.
I was
We'll
exploiting.
go back and listen to that. Oh no, you didn't understand at all that I was trying to explain Amish culture to you
Like, why can't just?
because I spend time with Presbyterians. So,
It's 2020. I want y'all to meet the.
but yeah, Dave Chappelle was just talking about shit because he lives in Ohio, and he's like, "There's fucking Amish people on the highway, and we're backed up, man." And he's like, "These Amish people are going like 25, 30 miles an hour, and I'm in a Porsche or some shit like that he drives." And he's like, so I pull up to him and they all know me. And he's like, not from the internet, of course, but from the streets. And he's like, yeah, I pull up. And I forgot how the rest of the joke went, but he was pretty much shitting on the Amish dude the whole time.
serious? You got to tell this big long ass story. I forgot how the rest of it goes, but
He
it's
was
funny.
He was just shitting on him is all. He's, you don't even know what the weather is going to be tomorrow. It's just stupid shit like that. He's like
I fucking love Chappelle.
talking about something like, you got 30 miles of traveling to do. That takes you a day. It takes me like 20 minutes. And
You guys watch his acceptance speech for that award?
mm-mm.
Fucking, who got a lighter in here, man? And like he lit up
Oh.
a cigarette on stage. What the fuck they gonna do? I already got the award. He's like just up there bullshitting. God, he's such a fucking. I would love to meet. I think we would all be better.
I think so.
Joe Rogan says he gets high a lot.
Oh yeah, and he's
So he's like baked all the time. Like he's always got supply where he goes. And then Joe Rogan was talking about how he like did a tour with him. Like he toured with Chappelle and all the other stand up.
oh he fucking loves mentioning that.
Yeah.
I toured with Chappelle.
He's a funny
He
guy.
tours. Not just he did a tour. Like he continues to tour.
Chappelle doesn't want to be home, man. But he was talking about how like even after they did one of their shows, Chappelle like took weed from one of the audience members because like they just gave him weed. They just gave Chappelle weed, and Joe Rogan was like, and he fucking smoked it that night. We were out until like 4 a.m. just smoking weed and shit, driving around and partying and all that.
I think Joe Rogan freaked.
Yeah, Joe Rogan was like, I wouldn't trust that fucking weed.
Yeah, but Chappelle fuck.
That's the fine line between Joe Rogan. I don't find Joe Rogan that funny with his stand up.
I love Joe Rogan. I love his podcast. He's funny on the podcast. when he writes material, it's hot garbage.
He's
got some. He's got some, but it's very abstract.
I can sit there and watch his stand up with a straight face, but there are like little things, little moments on his show where I'm like, I lose my shit because he's just funny. Like when he chews out Jamie.
I think Joe Rogan is one of those people where, because like you watch comedies, and then you'll see like they have a stand up special, and you go watch them, like, but they weren't as funny there as they were in that movie. They weren't as funny on the stand-up as they were on like Ellen just talking. So there's this like in person funny, able to like connect and like, you know, do little jokes and stuff. And then there's stand-up funny, and those aren't the same thing.
No, for sure, because it's a shame too, because he understands comedy so well. Like he knows all the steps. He knows it takes time. He knows you have to like. I mean, it's a practice.
Even when you listen to his stand-up, like, you can get how he got there, and you can get, like, how he thinks it's funny, but... And, I mean, look, he still sells shit out, so he is funny. I'm not going to say he's not. He's just not my kind of funny. Like, I don't...
No, yeah, like, he's dope, but I know that, like you were saying, he's better to have in person with you, like, in the moment bullshitting. I feel like he's better at being more... like having that like genuine comedy instead of like a scripted stand-up set.
Like I have to address millions if it's televised.
Yeah, because like with his scripted stand-up sets, you know, like it's he's got to yell and he's got to have all this energy. He's not like that in real life. I mean, look at him at his podcast. He's just he's baked and he's chill, and he bullshits with you. He's like, oh fuck, no way.
Well, let's run through the next thing. So we went through like adaptations. We were talking about that. The other big topic we had from a year ago, this time ish, was the state of DC movies. Marvel movies obviously just kill it every time.
I will always go see a Marvel movie.
I kind of pumped myself up for Black Widow.
But DC movies, we'll get to Black Widow.
We'll get there.
Let's touch on this real quick.
Well,
is it true that Momoa left?
I fucking hope he did.
I hear he's playing Kraven.
I wish that's true. I don't know.
And it's funny because we talked about that in our podcast, did we not?
Yeah.
So we are documented, an official recording that, well, Spider-Man the next villain should be fucking Kraven.
And it should be Momoa.
I don't think we should mention Momoa playing it, but we definitely did say like Kraven should be.
See, Momoa looked dope when they did the promotion, like still shots of him as Aquaman. Yep. Looked dope. It was a cool, like, super good change for DC instead of like pulling directly from the comics like to a T. You know what I mean? He's got to be fucking Aryan race looking, you know, and he's got to be in this gold ass fucking suit that's just shiny as shit all the time. I liked that approach where it's like they kind of use his Hawaiian ancestry and, you know, one with the water and that type of shit. You know, they like surfing and stuff down there.
It was a perfect collaboration.
So that was cool. And then Ben Affleck was the best Batman.
He was
the best Batman.
Batfleck is by far. He had the whole Bruce Wayne thing down. He had the whole Batman thing down. I wish they would have kept him the way he was in the beginning of Batman versus Superman.
See, and that's what pisses me off because he's filling such a big role. Like DC is Batman. You can't have one without the other. And the fact that they fucking mashed Ben Affleck's introductory role as Batman with Superman, they should have given some more context to Batman first. His version of Batman.
They should have. And they should have kept it dark like that. And when they first started talking about it, I didn't want anything to do with it. I just wanted to be done with the whole like Snyder cut with DC. I was just mad. But I actually do want to see the Snyder cut. I want to see what he would have done to keep it that same way. I love Joss Whedon. I think he's brilliant, but you can't go take what Snyder did and then in one movie change it over to what Whedon does and expect everything to be fine. Like, no. Those are two completely different views.
Yeah, because I mean, Henry Cavill got his movie, and you know, Ben Affleck didn't get his. That's kind of, and then they just, because we know Superman from his standalone.
Well, then now he gets written off as like just being the shitty Batman.
Right,
you know.
and that's not fair because it wasn't that he was a shitty Batman, it was that he had a shitty fucking script.
Exactly.
And he had no direction because once again we mentioned that DC Warner Bros, right?
Yeah.
They have so many different fucking people calling the shots as to where Marvel's one dude. I mean, you know, Kevin Feige still listens to people and their input, but he's also very knowledgeable in what he does. And that's why he's top dog over there.
So this is what I have here. Some movies since we talked about this, because when we started this last time, it was when Shazam was coming out. We hadn't seen it yet. We were on our way to go see it.
I think we talked about Shazam though.
We talked about it, but we hadn't seen it. So there's Shazam, Birds of Prey, Aquaman, Wonder Woman 2 is coming out. Joker just came out not too long. Suicide Squad 2 is, I think they're done filming. They wrapped up. Like everything's done. It's all the digital shit now. It's all post-production. So those are the movies that have yet to go out. Birds of Prey I watched. Not impressed at all.
Really?
No, didn't like it at all.
I don't think I'd be impressed either.
Damn it. I thought some parts, yeah, I was like,
I broke up
What are
with
you
the
doing?
Joker.
It
That's
was
pretty good.
so over the top in some places. It was like, what are you doing? What, like, it was almost like they tried way too hard to do a Deadpool,
And it was an all female cast, I bet.
and it fell flat.
Ewan
McGregor was good.
I liked it. Ewan McGregor fucking killed it.
He was good. I did anything that he was in, like I was like, okay, I can see it. I can see like the manic.
There was a serious change in acting ability every time he was on screen. It was just like, holy fuck, who are you? Like, he did really well. Another actor in that movie that I thought did really well was Chris Messina, who played Victor Zsasz.
Oh yeah, he did good too.
I was like, holy shit. Because he gave him like the short, like bleached hair and the scars. I think he did a lot better than Anthony Carrigan from the Gotham series, who also played Victor Zsasz. He's just like a psychopathic kind of killer villain. And he marks up his body for each victim that he kills. So he's just like a right-hand man to whoever, you know. I thought he did fucking awesome in that. He was creepy. He kind of kept a low profile. He was always like, he was Ewan's right man, Black Mask. And Black Mask was just, I mean, you have to watch it.
I'm 50-50 on whether or not I want to watch it.
It's definitely at least worth watching once.
No. Now that I've seen it, I would say no. You don't even have to bother.
I'll probably just like watch YouTube clips with Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
I mean, that would kind of sum it up if you think about it.
I mean, Margot Robbie's kind of like died down for me.
She was okay, but they tried too hard to make her into like a Deadpool. So she's like stopping and like looking at the camera, like hamming it up, and it's just like, dial it down.
And it's like way different from Suicide Squad, how they were trying to run that.
Oh, absolutely. And then you have was Mary Elizabeth
Weinstein,
who they absolutely just like, what were they even doing with her? They had it like, you have such a great actress in there, and they did nothing. Instead, they made her sound like just this stupid thug
pretty much
the entire fucking time.
Like they explained her background and everything. She became,
yeah, but then you have the Huntress out there, and she's like pushing people and just like 100% mad and just like big brute the entire fucking time. And it's, what a waste.
I don't really care for her acting. There's a couple roles that I like, but for the most part, I don't think she picks enough roles that like challenge her. She plays it safe, I feel.
I mean, she's so damn gorgeous. Like, so what I'm saying is like, she's already got that Hollywood star face.
Yeah, I mean, and
Ewan McGregor, great looking dude, but he fucking acts his ass off in that movie.
He puts on a clinic.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's good. He's good.
He's good. Everybody else, I couldn't care less about.
I think Ewan McGregor's acting is what made Mary Elizabeth Winstead want to ruin his marriage of almost 20 years.
What?
Mary Elizabeth Winstead
Yeah.
and Ewan McGregor, they've been together for a couple of years, but she was like
Fargo.
she's
Fargo.
She's a homewrecker. Ewan was cheating on his own wife with her.
Aquaman, I think we already...
Oh yeah, to get we might as well finish up the Batman movie because like okay, Ben Affleck, sad as that is, rip. Fuck, I wish they would bring him back to kind of reboot it. But anyway, Robert Pattinson, I kind of dig his suit.
We're not there yet.
I'm ready.
We're going over the other stuff.
Oh, okay, so the other okay, go ahead.
That's why I was going down the list. Yeah.
Just kind of jump over all the other ones because they're not really.
We're going over we're rehashing first. Then we'll... Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa would have been cool as Lobo. He would have been much better as Lobo.
He would have.
But they fucked it up.
He has a chance to redeem himself if he goes over and he's Kraven. We'll get to that. So we did Birds of Prey, Aquaman. I'm gonna say it the same way I said last time. It would have been a dope ass 80s movie.
Oh yeah, Aquaman.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything.
Yeah,
Absolutely. We've got Wonder Woman 2 coming out.
Yeah.
Not that excited to see it. Joker. I haven't seen it. I'm jokered out, man. I don't care anymore.
This one's really different. It's not over the top like, oh, I'm crazy. Like it's very grounded.
It's very real.
You know, that's the thing though. It's just I'm sick of the Joker. I'm sick of Batman. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Batfleck and I wish he would have had a better time. I might go see the new Pattinson one,
Henry Cavill too.
but I might wait. I'm Batmaned out. I can't say I'm Supermaned out. I do want another Cavill super. But I don't know. They pushed the Joker so hard. To be honest, I'm a little Deadpooled out too.
Yeah, even though he hasn't come out with. It's been like 2 years for him.
But I mean, everything and whatever, like everything's doing Deadpool.
Yeah.
My kids play Fortnite. That has Deadpool. I think they just need to dial some stuff back sometimes, or just put some focus on some other people.
For sure.
Where's our Green Lantern movie?
For real.
Can we get a Green Lantern? Can we get a Flash movie?
Yeah, 'cause I mean, I really liked.
They're working on that, I thought. With Ezra Miller. They're doing Flashpoint.
Who knows?
Pretty sure it's a thing.
Who fucking knows, dude? Because you've already got two of your big characters
DC
out of the way.
has pretty much said outright that they're not really doing a universe like Marvel. They're just gonna do this little like mashup of all these different little universe movies.
And they started that shit with Joker.
Yeah, because the Harley that was in Suicide Squad is supposed to be the same one that's in Birds of Prey, and then she's supposed to be this, like, that's gonna be the only connection to Suicide Squad 2. But even at that, Suicide Squad 2 is supposed to be kind of like a soft reboot.
I just wish people weren't such pussies. Like, for instance, Wonder Woman, because that was she was pregnant during the time, I think, of shootings.
At the end.
So a lot of the shit they had to go back in CGI.
Yeah, I don't know why you try to go
Just wait.
fucking get pregnant when you're making a movie.
It costs so much money.
Well, don't fucking start it. I don't know. It's just like, just wait. Or do it, I don't know, do it sooner. Be smarter about it. Because your CGI looked like ass. It looked like shit.
It didn't look bad in the first.
I fucking hated it. You have to go back and watch it.
They're all flipping around the horses and shit. Yeah.
And then,
I guess I've only seen it once.
yeah, you gotta go back and watch it because it's fucking god off. Especially the end with, what's his name? Ares?
Oh, that part pissed me off so bad.
Collecting
Garbage.
plane metal and shit. This is my armor. And it's like, you're not Ares. What are you doing? Where's the casting choice there? You fucking suck. I love the actor. But like, to put him in that role, it's like, you
And to keep
suck.
his stash.
Oh my god.
Greek gods don't have stash.
Let me tell you right now, nobody fucking grew just the stash back in those times. It was a full beard or nothing, bro.
No, a lot
Or
of mustaches.
or chops, or
No, a lot of mustaches.
like who?
Especially like go back and look at like
Who am I gonna look at?
European. Like that was a European style. Was you had just the stash.
Yeah, but he's not European.
You had just like the little thin, that little gentleman stash.
Greek gods.
Well, no, not Greek gods, but he was a guy who was living at the time in World War II.
Well, no, it was
He was
World War
Ares.
One.
Like when they did the flashback, he had when he was like, look, like Zeus cast me out. He was in that cave, all fucking ripped. They photoshopped his head on that body. He still had that stupid little pencil staff.
Oh, did he? I didn't.
That's
know.
what I'm talking about. Like back in those days.
I'm gonna be quiet then.
But I mean, at the turn of the century, early 1900s, where the movie's set, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what part made me laugh though? Like in the theaters when Wonder Woman confronts him I know who you are. And then like he's inside the building, and then she goes in that inside, and then he's outside.
And you can still hear him perfectly.
He's just like,
You don't know who I am.
he just keeps like moving around. Like, no, stay the fuck away from me. Sit still. Like, I'm not gonna.
Like the chemistry was all off with Wonder Woman and
Oh yeah, Chris Pine.
Chris Pine. Chemistry was all off. They just made it awkward between them, and then
Why did they need that bath scene?
it was just to build their character development together.
That's dumb. I've never understood that. I don't like that ever.
Something about dick jokes and stuff that went over her head.
Is that an average size?
Cause she used to something else for something.
For most men, yeah, I'm above average. It's like, all right.
It's like she doesn't know that.
Yeah.
You can tell her you're the biggest dude in the world. She'll be like, "Wow, a challenge."
It's just poor writing.
The movie was ass. It's just feminist garbage.
Yeah, those. All right.
I can say that, and I mean that shit. That's all it was there's a female director, there's a female blah blah blah, a female brand new women can be just as good as men. Oh, fucking make a good movie then, bitch, and I'll watch it. You don't have to push your shit on me.
Captain Marvel was a better one, but I didn't care for that one either.
Another fucking movie.
I thought it was okay enough. I liked it, but I was like, nah.
I mean, I'd watch it again.
Only because I could sit there and watch the whole thing. Wonder Woman, I'm like, oh my god, who gives a fuck what you're wearing, like, to blend in or whatever. And it's like, you're not gonna block every bullet with your wrists. It's just not possible.
I can't believe they fucking did that.
Well, like right in the beginning of that fucking movie, she goes into that bank or whatever, and like they do the whole slow-mo thing, and she's and then they speed it up for like a second, and then slow it down, and she's like hitting each bird. It's
like it's a fucking Disney movie.
You look fucking stupid. You look stupid. How does nobody see that you look stupid? And you're gonna release this fucking shit? Anyway, what's next on the list?
She got a sword too. You can kill a motherfucker.
She got a fucking whip.
Or is that just for sword locking other people?
Yeah. Or putting into somebody's hand. Who fucking hit? Who goes through a hand and then it just gets disintegrated?
Piss on the rest.
What did we have anyway?
A bunch of stuff.
Okay.
Just
Let's go into Black Widow.
Hell yeah, I got a bunch about Black Widow.
Fuck that movie.
It's gonna be the 24th
I just want them to do it.
Marvel film.
Just release it. Just fucking release it now.
Just do it.
David Arbor's down for it. He's like, wouldn't it just be fun if we could all stream it? But that's above my pay grade.
Well,
He wants to stream
there's rumors that they're going to, because every other movie that they've pulled, they've automatically put down as like, okay, it's pulled from April and it's going to open in October. They haven't set a date for Black Widow yet.
It's not worth it. Just release that garbage and we'll watch it.
I think it's gonna be pretty fucking good.
I think it's going to be goddamn amazing.
I thought, like, at first I was like, come on, I don't want one of these. After like doing my research on it, I'm fucking ready.
I'm more than ready.
This Black Widow movie is like 5 years too fucking late.
No. Nope. It's right on time.
It takes place right after Civil War. That's about 5 years though, actually, isn't it?
Tell you what.
I thought it takes place after Infinity War.
Because then she goes, that's when the band breaks up, and then she fucks off back to Russia.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that makes it better. Hey guys, remember how we forgot to release this fucking Black Widow movie years ago in Phase 2? Let's do that now. Listen, Linda. It's back in fucking time, dude. Before everything happened. So you guys can have a little bit of happiness with like one of the least fucking cared for characters in the series.
The only reason I want to go watch it, well, two reasons. David Arbor
Arbor would be the only one to watch it for.
and Taskmaster.
Exactly.
Only two reasons I want to watch it.
I think it's just, with everything that they have set up, I think it's going to be a badass movie.
They had to throw Black Widow in that shit though. She died.
It's going to be good. You're going to be mad. We're going to do a reboot of this podcast, and we're going to go back over that. And you're going to be like, yeah, I was wrong.
I can't wait to hear that.
I think, if anything, they should have just released that movie on Disney Plus.
Because you're wrong about Geralt. Henry Cavill's good.
We were pretty wrong about Girl.
You were.
He still got a butt chin.
You were wrong.
I'll own up to it. You gotta own up to it.
No.
You can't be scared to own up to it.
No. He's okay as Geralt.
He is phenomenal as
Even the
Geralt.
fucking author said that's my Geralt. That's my boy, he said.
He could be a little leaner, but that's my voice.
Yeah. Could shed some muscle mass, but
But you know what? Fuck it. I'll write a book where he's big. Well, that's all right. Page 1, Geralt got huge. Here's the next adventure, the next monster.
Geralt was trying to sneak up on this, but his dummy thick butt cheeks were clapping.
It's been a few years since we've seen Geralt.
He worked the fuck out at Kaer Morhen.
Nobody there to disturb him, so he worked out.
There were some female reviews on that show, and they were like, I can't believe I watched the entire season, binged the entire season, and didn't get to see a bare Henry Cavill ass. It's like, you're fucking weird. That's not what the show is.
Women are pigs, dude.
They can be just little horn dogs. It's funny, though.
They're
right?
worse than men.
It's funny, though. Back to Black Widow. Let's dive into the character that I'm most excited to see, Taskmaster. Real name being Tony Masters.
Right.
He, at a young age, developed this ability. Okay. Well, I shouldn't say developed it. He was born with it.
To master tasks.
What?
Came up with the ability to master tasks.
He has a photographic memory.
Oh, shit.
Yep. That can replicate muscle memory of anyone he sees just once.
So he could swing like Tython? Do the Mike Tython
Oh, yeah.
left?
He could, like, anything he sees. Like, I read this thing about when he was a kid. He, this is kind of like the pivotal point where he discovered, like, oh, shit, I can do this. He was, as a kid, watched this one kid dive, and he wanted to dive like this kid, so he did just that.
And he died.
And he dived.
Yeah, no, he died, but he didn't know how to fucking swim.
He dove.
This movie's going to be silly.
No, dude, I'm ready
Shut
for
up.
Taskmaster. Because in his adult life, he becomes an actual, like, he's a Shield of Agent. Agent of Shield.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he was on this mission where they were cleaning house, and then this one doctor died, but he like, take this, and it's like Captain America's super soldier serum. So it enhanced his photographic memory. But do you want to finish that off?
No.
Okay. He's got a different thing. But because it enhanced it, the more he tries to learn, like it's too much data for his brain. So the more that he learns, pay attention now.
As an executive producer of Marvel, you're trying to pitch this shit to me. He gets overloaded on photographic memory.
He gets overloaded because your brain capacity can only handle so much, right?
Have you watched Lucy?
So here's the cool fucking part that I can't wait to see. Is this character flaw that the more he tries to learn, the more he also forgets. Like, he straight up forgets his wife in the comics, who was also a fellow agent. All right, let's hear your turn on that.
Very, like, simple villain. And he can mimic the fighting styles of every Avenger. Because he usually goes up against the Avengers and stuff. So you'll see him with his shield that mimics Captain America. He fights like Captain America. In the trailer, they also show him use vibranium claws. So he'll fight like Black Panther as well. And so that's, like, he usually carries like a pretty good arsenal of weapons. So even in the trailer, you see him with like the bow and arrow. He has some kind of gauntlet similar to Black Widow. He usually has something on him that helps him mimic those different fighting styles. In the comics, he's really cool. It's a really cool villain that they have.
People often relate him to, goddamn, what's his name? Memento, the actor in that. It's the same thing. So it's very close to that. And people shit on the character idea when it first was introduced in, like, the Batman. Or not the Batman. Whatever, man. People shit on him too, but now he's a badass, okay? He's gonna fuck shit up. I don't know who's playing him, though. I have here OT.
They haven't like said who it is yet.
Yeah. But this one dude, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but he was in The Handmaid's Tale. He played Name's wife, our husband.
I don't watch The Handmaid.
Oh,
I'll take your word for it.
his name in the movie is Rick Mason. Now, this is important because he's the son of Phineas Mason, also known as Tinkerer, who I'm pretty sure was a villain, like a super villain, because he's a genius when it comes to engineering. So they're probably going to throw in the Tinkerer too in this fucking movie, or allude to the Tinkerer. Like, he can just take scrap parts and make something out of it.
Doing some ass.
Why'd you guys just decide to whip out towelettes
I don't know, they
and
gave me one. So
wash yourselves?
My hands are kind of greasy, so.
Yeah, we ate before you got here.
What'd you guys eat? I just asked you if you ate some.
We had Chick-fil-A.
We had some Chick-fil-A.
Ah. They're not fucking closed in it. Well, this
drive through.
This whole coronavirus is probably caused by Chick-fil-A.
That's God's restaurant. They're not going to close that.
It's caused by bats and not chickens. You watch your mouth.
There's my country.
I don't know why people would eat a fucking bat.
Man, if you're fucking hungry enough.
If I'm hungry, I'm just like, I'm fucking ready.
There's places in the world where they eat monkey brain.
I'm ready to go.
And they can climb better. You can't learn shit from bats. They blind, they deaf.
Did you see?
They use vibrations for most of their lives.
Did you see that one meme where it's like, how do bats pee? And then it's like Batman hanging upside down, like
pissing on himself?
Yeah. But I actually saw like a video they posted where they hang right side up. Like, so like how they hang upside down by their toes. Mm-hmm. Like they'll like do a curl and then they'll grab the branch that they're hanging on.
Oh my God.
And then drop and pee. And then they swing it back up and then go back upside down.
Whoa. I gotta see a video of that. That sounds rad. They're fucking gross though. Like they carry diseases.
They carry diseases. It's known that they carry diseases.
They carry corona.
Yeah.
They carry anything I can fucking pick up. Really.
You got the Rona?
And I got my Sharona. But
I was so mad because it's not a joke, obviously, but I was like, Nadiona? More like not Corona. But I went online, I wasn't even looking at it. Somebody already made that meme. 1 second too late.
It's not funny. It isn't. No. But I did make the joke, and I was so mad that I made it to you guys, and nobody laughed when Kenny Rogers died.
I laughed at that.
Oh, were you?
You were like, you're the one that laughed. And then Jay Sean posted it like 2 days later, and I stood up. I was like, Jordan already made that joke.
Yeah.
They shouldn't fucking say anything about it.
That's the first thing I thought of when he died, is like, look at all this disease. Of course, my boy Kenny Rogers knows when to fold him.
Oh, yeah, I laughed at that. I chuckled.
Like that in your bed.
You gotta know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk away.
He's like, I'm piecing the fuck out, yeah.
Know when to something. I forget the rest of the song.
We're doing more ASMR.
Watch that be loud as fuck in post.
It probably will.
It just sounds like a chainsaw.
It sounds like one of those fucking what's that fucking jet that is the Warthog?
That's, yeah. I've studied a lot of ASMR and I go to sleep to it every night.
I've been tempted to buy the membership to that com.
Oh, they got some actually pretty good, like, big names on there.
They have some huge names on there.
Like,
reading you fucking bedtime stories.
Who would you want to listen to? Like, who would you want to have read you a bedtime story first?
McConaughey.
So, drift away to sleep with me in my Lincoln. Morty. These are probably translucers, Morty. You're gonna drift off to sleep, and it's gonna be all right.
Or the guy from Game of Thrones.
Davos?
No,
Stannis.
No.
Not everyone is.
Oh, Ice Dude.
The mercenary who worked with Jamie all the
time.
time.
For fuck's sake, how could I forget him?
Oh, Bronn?
Yeah, Bronn of the Blackwater.
Did you know, just throwing this out here, I don't know if you noticed, but Bronn and Cersei never have a scene together. Do you know why? They were married.
Oh, word.
And they straight up fucking hate each other.
Shit.
They were married?
They were married for a while. And yeah, it was written in that, like, yeah, they could both act in the show, but they are never to have any scenes. Like, they can't be around each other. Nothing.
Do you know what the closest scene would have been that they would have shared screen time? Is when Jon Snow and Daenerys meet up in King's Landing to talk and show Cersei that white. Because you remember Bronn was walking with them with Tyrion up there and was like, good to see you after all these years and all that.
Yeah, and Bronn should have been there.
Yeah, he should have been there because he was a knight already and shit. Like, he should have been there. But then he took Podrick and he was like, come on, let's let these dudes fuck around. We'll go drink or something. We'll go bullshit over here. So, like, they left.
And that's why. Because it's in their contract. Like, they're not to be around each other.
Weird. And then so many years later, they act in the same show for years, fucking years that show's been running. They don't have one scene together.
Having that always in the back of your mind. I wonder what my ex-husband's. Bronn was the better character.
Bronn,
than Cersei. You're crazy.
Bronn was the more entertaining character. Don't get me wrong, but as far as like the more pivotal, like the more, like, there's so many storylines if Cersei wasn't in there.
Yeah, but Bronn lives, motherfucker. Cersei died from rocks.
We don't know that. The books aren't out yet. Shut your mouth.
Cersei did. She did have the, like, they really did change her character up. Like, she just got more and more fucking crazy. She started to just not give a shit that her kids were dying left and right. And then she's like, I'm already fucking crazy. That witch that told me I wouldn't have any kids or whatever. Like, that shit's true. Fuck it. I'm going to embrace me. And she became a bad bitch. She really did. Like, she's a good actress because she killed that fucking role, but I hated her character.
You know what? Eventually. Eventually. We're going to have to stop talking about games.
Eventually, but I can't.
I don't think we can, man. There's
You gotta let her go. You gotta.
I can't.
You gotta let her go.
I can't.
This is fucking Rose on the door. Game of Thrones is Jack. You gotta let this.
You gotta let her go.
You
You gotta.
You gotta let him go and sink to the bottom.
I can't.
If anyone gets that reference that me and Jess did, let us know.
2010's your hint.
That's it.
But
I suppose, like how Jon Snow let go of the world by walking into.
gotta let it go.
It was
Every
just
time. Every
bullshit.
time. We always talk about it.
It's like everybody went their separate ways and nobody.
Well, even the fucking cast hated it. Even the cast hated that shit after it came out. Tyrion especially. And I watched this interview with Tywin. I forget his real name, but Tywin Lannister, Tyrion's dad. They interviewed him just this year, beginning of this year. He's in another movie, and he's doing press for it. And they were like, so, and it's in London or whatever. So like, what do you think of the last season of Game of Thrones? And he's like, I was confused. He dead ass is just like, I didn't understand it at all. And then you get that from like Tyrion, because Tyrion, Peter Dinklage, he'll just tell you straight up. When he was asked by an interviewer, like, what do you think of that? He's like, and he just kind of like brushed it off. Like, nobody knows what the fuck, like, why it happened the way it did.
Gotta let it go.
Which is what Peter Dinklage said too. In an interview, they're like, aren't you gonna like talk about it, or it was a huge part of your life? And then Peter Dinklage, you just gotta let it go. You just gotta let it go, man. Move on. And I was like, Peter Dinklage knew all along, bro.
I'm gonna be that guy from now on in our podcast and be like, no, shut up, shut your mouth.
Dinklage knew all along.
We're not talking about no more.
He
So
drank,
get it out. What else?
He drank and he knew things.
I guess it just got. It is what it is. It was a
Gotta let it
fail. Such a bitter end.
Get your hands off the table.
Rest in peace, Game of Thrones last season. Ass.
Look at that fucking little serious.
It's fucking trotting. It's like a little, I don't even know what that is, but it's trotting. Wait, we didn't touch on, let's end this on Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Okay.
All right, we'll end it on that.
I liked his suit. I don't like his fucking gauntlets. He's too chunky. Go.
His gauntlets?
His gauntlets. They're these big fucking, like weighted you know how like when you work out you get those vests, like those sand vests?
Oh, yeah.
He's got like that around his fucking forearms. He's supposed to be Batman.
Again, Batfleck had like the best fucking suit ever.
Best suit, best physique, best all around.
Oh, Batfleck was swole.
He put on like 25 pounds of fucking muscle for that.
Batfleck was fucking huge.
And it worked. If they...
He was
damn
a
it.
scary fucking Batman.
He was terrifying, like how he should be.
Well, how they first introduced him in the movies, just fucking cleaning in that corner. And then when that dude catches him, and it just no sound at all, just...
Oh, there was sound, man.
Yeah.
He jumped on him.
Yeah.
Just fucking pterodactyl screams.
He just takes his cowl out. Scary face.
Ah, shit.
But anyway, not Ben Affleck.
All right,
Robert Pattinson.
go.
I'm for it, man. Fuck it. I've been proved wrong so many times, especially with Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia. Fuck it. Let's see what you got. I love the suit.
I love the suit.
There's theory that the bat symbol on his chest is from the cult used to kill his parents. It's just a theory.
Sucked in the microphone, bro.
Motherfucker's nose shook.
You could yawn at the you could yawn at the mic. I think the suit's cool.
The suit's cool, but I like the collar idea, how they actually implemented that instead of just this fucking cowl that goes over his shoulders and stuff. Although Batfleck wore it best.
Let's see where it goes. That's my thing.
I think it's gonna be a reboot that puts what did they call the Batman Begins.
Yeah, 'cause I mean,
trilogy.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say the whole trilogy because
Just Batman Begins.
just Batman Begins. Because
And who knows?
you're gonna be pretty fucking hard pressed to outdo the Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark
But-
Knight was the shit.
I think from what I've seen, from what they've kind of like let slip with pictures and stuff, like yeah, his armor right now looks all chunky. It doesn't look right. But this is a Batman who's just starting out, who's just grabbing shit and learning. So I think you got to let that go. I think it's just gonna, like I said when we talked about this before, it's gonna be what it is, and then the next movie he'll have a better suit. He'll have it more like figured out. Pattinson's young enough. I hope he turns it into a thing. It can be a franchise, and I hope he does it well enough, and I hope people take enough notice to step the fuck out of the way, and they turn this movie into what the Justice League should have been.
Yeah, because I mean, again, like he's young enough. If they do this Batman movie and then do another one with him, and then after 2 solid Batman movies, then they should start introducing other characters.
No, I think this is your time to shine. I think they are gonna have Suicide Squad coming out. I think they do that soft reboot with that. They tie it in to this newer Batman.
That's gonna change the whole dynamic of that, though.
I don't give a shit. You have to do something. People are gonna fucking riot if you go and try and replace Margot Robbie. And there's enough villains in the Suicide Squad where you have like Jai Courtney, do you really want to replace him? He does a good job. Margot Robbie, when you dial her the hell down, she does a good job. She did pretty decent Harley Quinn in the first Suicide Squad.
I wish Will Smith kept his mask on longer, but that was probably just him being like, I want my face to be seen.
What, wouldn't you?
No.
You're a big star.
I don't care for that shit.
I don't care for stardom. It's like, if I were to be cast in a role, I'm going to play the fucking role, bro. If you write in there, like, he takes his mask off. Sure. But he literally had that mask on for like 5 seconds. People already know you're Deadshot. What do you have to show your face for? If that's the character, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, because I mean, you can argue that with like Brendan Fraser when he was that robot.
Oh, if you haven't seen that show, you need to go watch that.
Damn it. I gotta watch that, and then I want to watch that.
It's like $10 at Walmart right now. For the first season, it's $10.
Isn't it in that app?
What app?
The DC app.
Yeah, but you gotta pay for it.
Well, oh, yeah. Okay, you're telling like people who don't have it.
Yeah, well, I don't have it. I'll let it go.
Oh, you fuck.
It's $10, dude. That DC thing, there's like nothing on it. It's like
There
Disney.
hasn't been anything on there. I do want to go and watch the Harley Quinn show on there.
That's what I want to watch. Yeah, I wanted to watch
Oh.
that with Ivy and Quinn or something. Ivy and Harley.
No, it's just like Harley Quinn.
Isn't Ivy on it though?
Yeah, she's on there.
They're like friends, I guess, in the show.
Yeah.
Well, I think if it's following comics, they're dating.
Oh,
But I don't know. I haven't seen the show. I've just seen snippets, and like sometimes they do some of those characters dirty. Like they have Bane on there, who is almost literally the Bane from what's the Dark Knight?
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, like that's how he talks in the cartoon.
And they fuck with them in the show, or what?
Yeah, big time. Like you
That's
gotta
funny.
you gotta look up stuff from it. It's hilarious.
Tom Hardy was a good Bane.
What the hell is? We're skipping ahead. We're let's reel it back.
We're talking about Pattinson's Batman.
No. He said something else. I can't think of the name of it.
No, we're talking about Deadshot and stuff.
Doom Patrol.
Doom
Oh
Patrol.
yeah, Doom
Patrol.
Patrol. Yeah.
Gotta watch it. It is absurd in all the best ways.
Oh, I didn't know you got rid of the DC app.
I haven't had it for a while.
Just buy the set.
Quit telling me to buy the set. You have access to everything if you get the app.
That's all that's on there. It's that, and then that Robin show.
Batman Pterodactyl's great. Ah, that's how I'm gonna jump.
There's
on
2
it.
fucking series on
Titans.
it.
Titans is the first season was decent, and the second season drops the ball.
The biggest pull of season 1 was fuck Batman. Everyone's like, I'm gonna watch it.
Fuck Batman, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, fuck him.
They dropped the ball.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Fuck Batman. But
Just looks around the house. Fuck Batman.
yeah.
Fuck him.
Nightwing just lets it go.
The fucking Key and Peele sketch.
Oh yeah.
And then I said, I told Batman, I said, fuck you.
You gotta go to like 3 different countries and in a fucking Kenyan tree.
Then they're out in fucking space.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yo, I said fuck Batman.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to say about Robert Pattinson. Hope he does a good job. He was fucking awesome at The Lighthouse. Even though that movie was just weird
What a
as shit.
strange little movie.
But I love Willem Dafoe and I love Batman.
All right, closing thoughts.
Willem Dafoe should be Joker. There, I said it.
That was gonna be my next thing. Isn't Johnny Depp casted? Rumored?
Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean hired Johnny Depp back.
Aquaman 2 kicked down Amber Heard.
Well, yeah, because with all that downtime, because they should have been shooting Aquaman 2, but Jason Momoa said fuck that because he's got shit to do in Hawaii. They're trying to like
Oh yeah.
put a big telescope up in the mountains or something, but it's like
Yo, Amber Heard's hot as fuck, but she crazy, bro.
I hate her mouth.
Anyway. All right, there it is.
Closing thoughts.
There's gonna be some changes.
Closing thoughts.
Like
There's
what?
there's gonna
You
be some
start.
changes. Again, if you guys haven't seen the YouTube channel, go look at it. It's something small, something sweet, but it's just zesty enough to get the fucking ball rolling. We're gonna be doing eventually some live podcasts on our 1-year anniversary. We're gonna do a live one. We just decided that in this podcast.
We're also starting the weight loss. Are we doing that?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
No, I didn't.
Oh, we can do that.
Yeah, well, of course you wouldn't forget that.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you in your yellow shirt, bro. Who the fuck you trying to be?
It's mustard. It's not yellow, it's mustard.
Closing thoughts.
Jesse shirt ugly.
We are hoping to get this reboot going, kind of keep it rolling, keep it steady. Preferably in 2 days, once you're listening to this, we'll have another one up.
Yeah, bitch. Love you.
One thing I want to go ahead and add is there is a website of a native artist who is he does like t-shirts, prints,
Stickers. You want some stickers?
there's some sweaters.
Go over there.
He's got some cool shit.
All sorts of merch.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. And he's having a 40% off thing right now. If you check out his Instagram, he's got the code on there for you. It is chippewar.com.
We'll throw that in the link too.
So that is CHIPPEWAR.com. It's got some really cool stuff on there. Throwing it out to some fellow natives.
Only fellow natives. Also follow my Twitch. It's Star Method.
Nobody.
And I've never streamed, but I will.
But I got nothing.
I ain't got shit right now until you guys show up.
All right, cool. Bye.
Peace out.
Later.